All right, guys. So big news. Of course, you clicked the video. You wanted to see what's going on. Disclaimer: I don't have alpha. Not surprising. 99% of the people out here don't have alpha, but I will have beta. So we're gonna have a lot more details coming in when we do have beta. We're gonna have gameplay stuff. Unfortunately, I can't show any videos here today. No examples or anything like that. I will link, however, to Dreadnoughts and a couple of other YouTubers and streamers that actually have footage of this stuff. I'm not gonna show their footage on here. It's copyright. It's all that kind of stuff. I don't want to just link stuff here without permission. So out of respect for everybody else, they have their own content they have to do. I'm gonna respect that. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna hurry up and do this. If I'm just gonna like talk about this, it's gonna take like an hour long. So I'm gonna try to condense everything as much as I possibly can. There's so much stuff to cover, but I just wanted to show you my first impressions and what basically the biggest changes. All right. So just do me a favor, like and subscribe the video. I'm hoping this doesn't take too long. I really, really hope this doesn't take too long. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and show you one of the biggest changes that survival is gonna get in Midnight, and we're gonna just read the developer's note. Now, these are all the patch notes. Just like, wow, it's a whole thing. But we're gonna read a better version here. So this is Azeraldian's. He's the guy that does all the hunter stuff, a lot of the hunter guides and stuff like that. This is a collaborative effort made by all the hunters in the hunters Discord, the theory crafters and everybody like that. They all consolidated here, so it's easier to read this stuff than it is to read the wilds, the blizzard stuff, even though everything here is basically the same thing. So we're just gonna do that, and we're just gonna read what Blizzard said about survival. He said, as we head into Midnight, we're gonna continue and refine survival hunters fantasy, giving clearer playstyle, gameplay, and visual direction. Over the course of the alpha, we'll be reintroducing one-handed survivals. Yay, we can dual wield. Anybody that wanted that? That's the biggest change. It is the dual wield. We'll see how that goes. I'm still going to stick to my spear, though. All right. And they'll be doubling down survival's relationship with its pets. So our pets are going to be pretty much a better contributor than they are right now. It's not just a thing that we have laying around. They're going to also do our damage, a substantial part of it. You'll see why. They're removing a bunch of stuff. Additionally, we're leading into the rugged, crafty, and bomb-centric. Okay, yeah, this... Might as well just call us demolitionists at this point, All right. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Like I said, it's going to take forever. But we're just going to go into the meat and potatoes of all this stuff. And I just kind of consolidated everything in here. So, all right. So, we're going to show you. I'm going to make like a huge... In paint. Yeah, I know. Okay. So, these are some of the removed abilities going into Midnight. And I just gave a really short detail, TLDR kind of thing. So, Explosive Shot is gone. Kill Shot is gone, Butchery is gone, Spearhead is gone, and Mongoose Bite is gone. And these are all the active ones. Okay? There could be more. This is alpha. Anything can change. These are all the passive ones. Merciless, but these are talents also. The previous talents that we had. Merciless Blows, Ruthless Marauder, Relentless Primal Ferocity, Symbiotic Adrenaline, those things that were tied to Fear of the Eagle. And stuff that's also tied to Spearhead. They're gone. Serpent Sting is no longer there. Things that are tied to Spearhead, and all the other stuff, they're gone. So Bombardier's gone. Sulfur-Lined Pockets is gone. Turns of Engagement is gone. No, we still have Harpoon. I would have rerolled if we didn't. Contagious Reagents is also gone. So these are the ones that are removed. These are some of the more primary ones, all right? And here's my second note. And these are some of the new and changed abilities that, before we even get to the patch notes, these are the biggest things you guys need to know, okay? So it seemed to change the new abilities. So Coordinated Assault and Flanking Strike. Now they are gone as individual abilities, but they are consolidated into a new major cooldown. It's called Takedown. It basically does exactly what it says it does. It's Takedown. It's just Coordinated Assault mixed with Flanking Strike, and it lasts for like 8 seconds. Okay. Fear of the Eagle is now Boomstick. So it's more thematically matching what survival hunters are in Midnight, which is no longer Spear. Since we can use one-handers, according to Blizzard, they wanted it to fit a scrappy playstyle, so they made us use Boomstick. Boomstick is basically a 4-shot shotgun that channels the same direction as Fear of the Eagle. It's basically, instead of using your spears, you're using a shotgun, and you hit 4 times. Okay, Arcane Shot to Hatchet Toss. Now, Arcane Shot, you never used it in the first place, but now we have something called Hatchet Toss that replaces it. You basically throw your like a one-hand thing. And if you are two-hander, you just throw like a random weapon. So it's basically like heroic throw for warriors, except it's for us. Yeah. So it's like our pull. You remember what Serpent Sting used to be? Yeah, that's our pull basically. So Butchery is gone. It's replaced by Flame Fang Pitch. It's a 30-second cooldown, targeted ground AoE, death and decay-ish kind of spell. So you throw your grenade there. It's like a napalm grenade. It burns everybody it hits, and then it leaves like a flame patch down there that damages people over 8 seconds and stuff like that. Okay. Now there are also stuff called Apex abilities. Every single class has these abilities. It's like the 3 new ones. It's got 4 ranks, and its new abilities tied to the spec tree. For us, it's going to be Raptor Swipe. Blizzard and their names. This could have been named easier so it doesn't cause confusion, but whatever. So rank 1, this is the first point. Raptor Strike, not Swipe, Strike. Has a 25% chance to sweep up to 5 nearby enemies for moderate damage and also grant 15 focus. So very simple. Rank 2 and 3, so these are rank 1, rank 2, respectively. Okay. Takedown, which is a major cooldown down, increases the Raptor Strike to sweep by 50%. So your Raptor Strike, your Raptor Swipe, you see the confusion here? It increases your chance to sweep, to turn into Raptor Swipe by 50%, and then it's guaranteed by the second point. So this makes it so when you use your major cooldown, Raptor Swipe at second rank would guarantee AoE the entire time, up to 5 enemies. So it's basically what Hawk's Rider is, except it's permanent. We'll get to that. Okay, now Raptor Strike and Sweep damage is increased by 10 to 20% for the third node. Okay, now the rank 4, the last point, Raptor Swipe makes your pet lash to the main target, so your primary target, and it gives haste, 3% haste for 10 seconds. And then the more you Raptor Strike, which is at this point Raptor Swipe, you just get a stacking haste for 3 seconds. Now I don't know how much it overlaps to. I don't know if there's a limit to this, but it's a lot of haste. If you have a lot of haste, you have more haste. Okay, so let's get to the third one. Okay, so these are the biggest changes that we just said. Dual wield, yep, that's the big one. No more tip of the spear stack. So we're not tipping anymore. That mechanic is gone. We're no longer relying on tip of the spear. Tip of the spear right now is just a Raptor Strike increase, damage increase. That's all it is now. Mongoose Bite is gone. There's no more Mongoose Bite. I did not put that in my removed abilities because Mongoose Bite is now Raptor Strike. And it even works the same way because Mongoose Fury now also it now applies to Raptor Strike. So Raptor Strike is basically just Mongoose Bite now. Okay? Raptor Strike can cleave up to 5 targets with Apex talent, which I just showed you was Raptor Sweep. Ah, jeez. Okay, now pet damage is substantial with Strike as 1 talent. I'll show you the talent trees here in a bit. And it's also increased by Mongoose Fury. So the more Mongoose Fury you have with Raptor Strike, pet damage is also going to be increased with Strike as 1 talent, this is basically a mandatory talent. You'll see in a bit. Okay, Takedown can hit up to 5 targets with Flank talent, which is also in the tree. I'll show you in a bit. Butchery is now, you guys know this, Flame Fang Pitch. Stampede is back with Pack Leader. Yes, we get Stampede back. We'll show you why. Well, we'll show you in a bit. Sentinel has a major rework. I mean, everything you know about this today's Sentinel in War Within, forget about it. It's completely new. There's no Lunar Storm anymore. Well, there is Lunar Storm. It's just not a circle anymore, and it doesn't increase the Wildfire Bomb damage anymore. Okay, no more Explosive Shot. However, you have the effect of Explosive Shot with a talent called Sticky Bomb, and I'll show you what it is here in a little bit. Hunter's Mark, this is one of the biggest ones. Hunter's Mark is now a 3% damage taken debuff regardless of HP on your target. So instead of like an 80% or under 20%, you get like 3% crit on that target. Now it's just a straight up 3% damage increase to whatever it is it's on. I wish this was just a crit buff, or a group-wide crit buff, but you know what, we'll take it. That's pretty awesome. All right, and then there's a last one over here. Okay, some other changes. Implosive Trap, Bursting Shot, High Explosive Trap, Entrapment, and Scatter Shot are gone, at least for now. We don't know where they are. They're not in the class talent trees. Our AoE interrupts are basically gone, and that's not just us. That's basically what Blizzard wants to do with classes going forward. They want to make it so our interrupts, like our individual interrupts, have more meaning to it, rather than just like Thunderstorm, stuff like that. I think for most classes, those are gone too. However, Intimidation for us has a talent in our class tree to stun all enemies. Yes, all enemies. It's like Shadow Fury for 1 second. So it has a Shadow Fury effect to it. Our interrupts, and this applies to not just us, but a lot of other classes too. I think it's all the classes. Now prevents enemies from casting for 5 seconds, which is up from 3, which is what it usually is. So Blizzard's philosophy going into Midnight is our personal interrupts or just they have more meaning to them. They're more important. Okay. And then there's the last one, which is hilarious. Aspect of the cheetah can be talented to give 100% dodge for the duration. This is all hunters, not just us. And I'll show you where in the talent trees they are. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not gonna read it all. I'm not gonna read all this right off the bat. They're mostly in the talents anyway. But if you want to go ahead and look at them, you can. I just don't want to make this video too long. Okay. So this is our tree, our talent tree in Midnight. Okay. We're going to start with the class ones. We're going to skip over the ones that are already there and the ones we already know, okay? Stuff that's there, we're not going to go through. Like, we're just going to skip over, okay? You have post haste, cruel, padded armor. Yeah, you already had that. Okay, skip. I think we already have this, okay? Improved aspect of cheetah. We have muzzle, serrated. Okay, yeah, this one is a 2-pointer now, which is a little annoying. This used to be a 1-pointer. This used to be like 4% straight up. So we're going to see what we can do with that. But we also get more talent points going into Midnight. So maybe that's not such a big deal. Okay. Misdirect is now over here from like, yeah, the class tree changed a little bit. We don't know what this is. Yeah, this moved. There's a bunch of changes. Some movements and stuff like that. So wilderness medicine's over here now. Natural mending's over here. This is not that big of a deal, to be honest with you, because like I said, we get more talent points. See, yeah, this choice note used to have high implosive trap in here. It's gone, so we don't know where it is. Well, actually, it used to be down here, so we don't know where it is. Okay, now there's one here. Guttural Roar, that's the one. Intimidation now stuns all nearby enemies for up to 1 second. So, super good. I'm guessing that's what Blizzard wants to replace it with. So, super cool. Let me show you the, where is it? Yeah, right here. Cat-like reflexes. Aspect of Cheetah's initial burst speed is increased by 2 seconds. And while it's active, your chance to dodge is increased by 100%. that's going to be wild. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. All right, I don't think there's anything else down here. Yeah, there's not much else for the talent trees for the class trees. Okay, now before we get to the hero talent trees, I'm going to get to the actual spec tree. Okay, kill command, same. Kill command now no longer has. This is misleading. We do not have a cooldown on kill command. You can spam it however much you want. There's no cooldown. So that's one thing, okay? Wildfire Bomb is still here. We still have it. Raptor Strike is here. Tip of the Spear is now, like I said, it no longer empowers your abilities. It is now a flat damage increase for Raptor Strike, and its focus cost is reduced by 5. So you always have this. Guerrilla Tactics, same as it always is. Strike is 1. Now this is the one that has to do with your pet. So each time you're damaging abilities, well, each time you do damage, your pet also attacks for 200% physical damage. Now, there's a lot of questions about this, like, what about your fire damage? What about your bleeds? Would that count also? Right now, we don't know. It's alpha, so we'll figure that out. Okay, this is lunge. The damage of your auto attacks is increased by 25%. So this will probably affect your one-handed dual wield stuff too. Again, we don't know. It's alpha. We'll figure it out. Okay, flanker's advantage. Kill command grants an additional 5 focus, and its critical strike is increased by 10%. Again, kill command has no cooldown. Spam it. You can literally just spam the kill command forever. And if that's what you want to do, sure, go ahead. Okay, killer companion. All damage dealt by a pet is increased by 10%. That pets are important now. So this is 20% with full talents. So quick toss. When you cast kill command, you have a 30% chance to. Okay, this used to be quick shot. So quick shot is now hatchet toss, and this is basically just the new one. Okay. We already covered lunge, shower of blood. Your bleed effects deal 8% increased damage. So awesome. I'm pretty sure that's 10% at max. So yeah, I think it is. Okay. Bloodseeker, that same as it always was. Okay. Takedown, you and your pet leap to. This is your major cooldown. Remember, this is flanking strike plus coordinated assault mixed together. And yeah, for the next 8 seconds, I think coordinated assault used to be like 12 seconds, right? Yeah. Now it's 8. Although you can increase takedown with like various talents, like Pack Leader does increase it by like 2%, 2 seconds. So, okay. Savagery, takedown cooldown reduced by 15 seconds. I'm guessing this is guaranteed. You know what? I'm just gonna do this just to try to get it down here. Okay. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, so it's 30 seconds. And then flanked. This is the one that does AoE. That makes takedown do AoE. Flank takedown damage increased by 50% and now strikes 4 additional nearby targets. So super good. I don't know if we take Bloodseeker or not. Like I said, alpha's alpha. We don't know anything yet. We're gonna take that just because Sikkim no longer, and kill shot's gone. So anything with kill shot is gone. When kill command critically strikes, it bleeds. Okay, now we have our bleed back for kill command. So awesome. Okay, 2 against many. So this is strike as 1 is a which is kind of weird. Why is it over here? You would think it'd be right below it, but whatever. Strike as 1 damages 2 additional enemies. So this thing makes it so your pet always cleaves. Super good for AoE. Well, we'll see. We'll see how it does in alpha. Okay. Outland Venom, same as it always was. Yeah. Now we have a bleed back. Outland Venom actually makes more sense. Okay. And then there's a new one. A Raptor Strike and Boomstick deal 20% increased critical damage for vulnerability. And then Black Rock Munitions is what it always used to be. It used to be Butchery. Now it's Flame Fang Pitch. So, yeah. Okay. And then Improved Wildfire Bomb, same as it always has. This one's cool. Bonding. Mastery increased by 3%. I'm guessing this is mandatory. So, we're just going to take it. Okay, we're just going to do the bleed over here. Mongoose Fury. I don't get why the positioning is so weird with this talent tree. This really should be below this, but whatever. Raptor Strike increases the damage of Raptor Strike by 10%. Mongoose Fury is just what it usually is for Mongoose Bite. But again, Raptor Strike is now Mongoose Bite. So, yeah. Okay, choose one. Bloody Claws or Wallop. Each stack of Mongoose Fury also increases the damage of Strike as 1 by 10%. This is what I mean when they said pet damage is going to be vital now. Okay, and then there's the second one. Wallop, gaining a stack of Mongoose Fury has a 20% chance to increase the damage from the next Raptor Strike by 50%. So it's a choice no. We'll figure it out. Shrapnel Bomb or Flame Break. This one's actually kind of good and also pretty. What's the word? It dictates how you play the class. So you either want a bleed based attack, or you want fire damage based survival hunter. So this is actually pretty important. Again, alpha's alpha. We'll figure it out as we go. Okay. Sweeping Spear, Raptor Strike damage increased by 10%. So pretty good. Lethal Calibration, throwing a Wildfire Bomb increases your critical strike damage by 15% for 12 seconds. Now this is actually this makes it so you're always going to throw a Wildfire Bomb before you even start your rotation, just so you can get the crit damage out there. So, there you go. I think we already covered this. Okay, Outland Venom. Explosive Expert, Wildfire Bomb, and Flame Fang Pitch damage increased by 5%. Okay, easy to say. Flame Fang Pitch. Now, this is just throw a fire grenade at the ground, like I said. Deals damage to anything it hits, and then it also leaves a flame patch that deals damage to up to 8 targets. So, yeah. Just something you need to know. It is a targeted ground ability, so macro it. Unless Blizzard changes this, you're gonna need a macro for this if you want to make things easier. Okay, so the things that connect to this: Wildfire Imbuement. When you throw your Flame Fang Pitch, you and your pets damaging attacks deal fire damage for 10 seconds. Additional attack power, so it's like just bonus attack, just bonus fire damage whenever you do this. Okay, and then the next one, this one, there's where Grenade Juggler went. Grenade Juggler is now Flame Fang Pitch. Has another charge, and throwing your Flame Fang Pitch grants a charge of Wildfire Bomb. So, if you don't want to do too much with fire damage, this is probably what you want to go to. Okay, Wildfire Tar. Wildfire Bomb now deals its periodic damage over 6 additional seconds. Oh, wow, that's actually pretty impressive. Okay, enemies affected by a Wildfire Bomb, periodic damage, take 15% increased damage from your pet. Super cool. This is where Explosive Shot went. Okay, Sticky Bombs. When the Wildfire Bomb explodes, it leaves behind a Sticky Bomb on its primary target. And then it explodes like Explosive Shot does, although it's not as strong. So this is where it went. Okay, Wildfire Infusion, Kill Command. So basically, it's a generic Kill Command buff. So, and then it also reduces your cooldown of Wildfire Bomb when you press Kill Command. So this is what it used to be. Boomstick. This is our new Fear of the Eagle. 4 shotgun bullets in front of you, channels over 3 seconds, and it shoots 4 times. And then it's just a rifle based Fear of the Eagle. Okay, and then this is a choice note for Boomstick. Mongoose rounds. Each time you fire your Boomstick, gain a stack of Mongoose Fury. Again, Mongoose Fury is very important because it also buffs your pet. So, a lot of choices. A lot of choices with new survival, okay? Wildfire Shells. Each time you fire your Boomstick, reduce the cooldown of Wildfire Bomb by 4 seconds. So, this opens up a lot of possibilities, okay? Either one of these talents is really, really important. Shell Shock. Your Boomstick damage is increased by 40%. So, this is a single target buff for Boomstick. Okay, and this is your Apex talents, the one that we went through at the beginning of the video. Raptor Strike has a 25% chance to increase the Raptor Swipe. You guys have already seen this. And then 2 and 3, this 50% to 100%, and then Raptor Strike also increases Raptor Sweep. And then Raptor Swipe, Raptor Strikes cause your pet to lash out, dealing 400% attack damage. Okay, now we're gonna hurry up and go through pack leader. This video is already long. I'm trying to I'm trying to shorten as much as I can. There's just so much to go over. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, pack leader. Now there's one thing that changed about pack leader. There's not too many of them, but bore. Your bore no longer charges 3 times. It is now only once. It does all the damage of the 3 charges. It's just, all in one. Also your bear damage in general has been nerfed. So there you go. Okay, and yeah, Hawk Strider no longer affects your Raptor Strike. Hawk Strider now affects Hatchet Toss. Okay, and we'll see what that means. Okay, Pack Mentality. How the pack increases the damage of your kill command by 100%. Yeah, I think it's what it's always been. Okay, Dire Summons. Same as it's always been, although it's now nerfed to back where it was before Season 3. The duration, reducing the cooldown of how the pack leader is back to the nerf version. But it's okay. It's okay. We don't have to set bonus anymore. That's okay. Okay, Better Together. So this is what it always used to be. And then this choice node over here is okay, they moved it all the way up here. Okay, you know what it is: Stick Shoes or Horsehead Tether. There, we always want to use Horsehead Tether. Okay, Lethal Barbs. Your auto attack grant 2 focus to you and your pet. So this is actually Lethal Barbs is going to be pretty meaningful for your one-handed dual wield stuff. So yeah. And then Hawk Strider. Each time your board deals damage, which is 1 time, it gives you 4 stacks instantly. Damage of your next Hatchet Toss increases by 100%, and Hatchet Toss strikes 1 additional target. So this used to be Raptor Strike, now it's Hatchet Toss. So if you're playing Pack Leader, Hatchet Toss is part of your rotation. Okay. Fear of the Wyvern. It's what it's always been. Ursan Fury, Sharpened Claws. It's what it's always been, except for Ursan Fury has changed. It no longer since Serpent Sting is gone, it no longer eats Serpent Sting. It is now joined by 2 Dire Beasts. So pretty interesting. We'll see how this we'll see how impactful this is. Okay. And for now, we're just gonna check that. Okay. No Mercy. Bleed effects deal 20% increased damage. So your bleed style for Survival Hunter could be big if you're playing Pack Leader. Okay. Shell cover has been changed for like the 5,000th time. Survival of the Fittest now summons a turtle to aid you. So Survival Fittest now has 10% increased damage reduction. So this is actually really good. No longer have to dip below like 70% to get damage reduction. So I like this change. Really good. Okay. Hoof and Blade or Wyvern's Gaze. Hawk Strider increases damage of Hatchet Toss by 20% and now stacks up to 3 additional times. So that's actually insane. So Hatchet Toss might be your one of the best damaging abilities if you're playing Pack Leader. Or you can also choose Wyvern's Gaze, where your Wyvern just gives you more damage overall. Hoof and Blade, okay? Oh, and before I forget, we have Stampede back. Yes, Stampede from our set bonus in Season 3 is back. Casting Takedown grants help the pack leaders. So your next kill command, it works the same as it always has right now in Season 3, but you don't have double Stampede anymore. However, we do have Stampede back. So yay, awesome. Okay, now for the big one, Sentinel. Oh boy, this is going to take a while. Okay. All right, we're going to do this as fast as we can. Okay, the change, no more Circle Owl. That's gone. Just forget what you know about Sentinel. Raptor Strike has a 10% chance to summon the aid of a Sentinel Owl that descends from the skies and applies Sentinel's mark to your primary target. As of right now, we do not know how many Sentinel's marked you can have. I think it's only 1, but since I don't have Alpha, I don't know the exact amount. Plus, Alpha is Alpha. This could change, okay? Sentinel's mark makes your primary target takes 80% increased damage when it's applied to that target, okay? Don't Look Back has been nerfed. Now it's whenever you have Sentinel's mark and you eat it, it gives you 10% of your max health as a shield, okay? Moon's Blessing, Raptor Strike has a 10% increased chance to summon your Sentinel Owl. When your Sentinel Owl applies Sentinel's mark, your Wildfire Bomb is reduced by 6 seconds, so pretty good. Sanctified Armaments, an additional 15% of Raptor Strike damage is dealt as Arcane, so you have it basically is an arcane bleed for Raptor Strike. So pretty cool. Moonlight Chakram. You remember if you guys have played in Shadowlands, Death Chakram is basically just Moonlight Chakram. It's back. Okay. You cast Takedown. Takedown is replaced by Moonlight Chakram. And the Moonlight Chakram basically just you throw it at whoever it is you're aiming. It bounces 7 times. If there's nothing nearby, it just hits the same target 7 times. Okay. And then we'll just go down from here. When your Moonlight Chakram expires, it explodes and it deals AoE damage. So pretty simple to understand. Radiant Edge, your Moonlight Chakram deals 25% increased damage each time it bounces. So it just does more damage each time it bounces, okay? Invigorating Pulse, kill command grants an additional 5 focus and damage increased by 20%. Maximum focus increased by 25. So pretty neat. Okay. Conditioning or Scout's Vigil. Scout's Vigil makes, I guess, Your movement speed is increased by 8%. Aspect of the cheetahs cooldowns reduced by 30 seconds. Now you want to get conditioning because of this. Just saying. Just saying. All right. The other one, not very useful for PvE. It just means that nobody can detect you. Yeah. People can't. If you're in stealth, well, you can already use stealth. So this is really kind of pointless. So anyway, Raptor Strike increased by 10%. Takedown duration increased by 2 seconds. So yeah, this is directly affecting your takedown. So it's instead of 8 seconds, it's 10 seconds. Okay. Man, it's already almost 30 minutes, so let's hurry it up. Okay, takedown summons your Sentinel Owl, and your chance to summon your Sentinel Owl is increased by 10% during takedown. Okay, so whenever you use your big cooldown, you have a better chance to just always have Sentinel's Mark on here. Okay. Oh, whoops. Stargazer, 2% increased critical strike damage for 10 seconds, or Flame Fan Pitch damage increased by 15% is a choose one kind of thing. You want AoE, use open fire. You want single target, use Stargazer. Okay. Arcane Talent, Sentinel's Mark further increases the damage of your. Wow. Okay. I guess they are bringing the bombs back. Why not? Okay. And this is the new Lunar Storm. When Sentinel's Mark is consumed, 4 lunar meteors come down and deals AoE damage. So that's it. That's all for the Sentinel. That's all for survival going into midnight. For now, again, I don't have the footage. I can't show you the footage because I don't want to be copyrighted. I want to respect what people do with your content. I will link it in the description down below. Boy, that was a mouthful. I'm sorry it took so long. This is a very, very long list. This is a complete rework we're talking about here, so it was gonna take some time. Okay. I will see you guys later. I hope I have alpha. Please like and subscribe. This took a while. Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as I am able to get into the game and show you footage of it. I also made a Twitter if you guys even care. I'll link that down below. Just follow me and then I'll just post more stuff down there. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Bye bye.